philosopher. So I figured if she's a logician and she's brilliant and she gave me these little Dutch Schimmel peanut media cigars, and I would, if I wanted to look, I would use them socially. Um, but again, it's that whole image that either it's the Marlboro Man or
Hmm.
whatever that causes people to smoke. And so we have to be very, very careful and not fall prey to these things because it is something that is just plain bad. When you take the first puff, can you talk about um, some of the well, you talked about the constituents of tobacco, the nicotine, but some of the other things that are in, and the biological and et cetera, and emotional replacement. You talked about that, but
Hmm.
flesh it out a little more. The constituents of tobacco products,
I mean,
and their smoke too.
it's, well, and to, the cigarette is geniusly created. One of the chemicals, well, actually, you have to think before we even go there, it's the only substance that we're allowed to sell in the market that doesn't have ingredients. Why is that? I mean, why don't people know that there are stuff like nail polish remover,
Hmm.
acetone, which is acetone,
Hmm.
ammonia? A perfect example why
Right.
they use ammonia in nicotine in cigarettes is because ammonia, for you scientists out there, is an NH3. It hooks onto the amine group of the nicotine, attaches it, so it goes to our blood faster, goes to our lung faster, so it can go to your brain to cause you to be hooked. Um, there's chocolate in there to have the taste. There is arsenic in there. And now, not in every, I don't want to seem like a fanatic where, oh, there's always 4,000 chemicals in tobacco. How it works is because when you light a cigarette and you have these tobacco leaves in there from the ground, you can have arsenic, you can have a lot of these chemicals, but the combustion of
Mm.
lighting the tobacco creates these different compounds from forming new compounds and new compounds. But the most dangerous ones are the NNKs. Those are the nitrogen amine type chemicals. NNK, I believe NNN, and I think NNG. Why those are dangerous is because those are actually cancer causing.
Mm.
Here, and I live with you, I can find these cancer causing
Mm.
chemicals even though I'm not a smoker in my urine. Cotinine levels is a breakdown of nicotine that can be found in your hair. We
Mm.
have tons of legal battles where custody cases have been won because the mother smokes or the father smokes, refuses not to stop smoking around a baby.
Mm.
I had someone call me a month ago, and he claims that his wife, with the mother and the kids, smoke in the house almost 100 cigarettes a day. The baby's getting,
Wow, that's a
yeah, a
lot.
lot of, well, 20,
Wow,
20
getting in the
cigarettes per
pack. Okay,
person,
yeah,
times it
pack.
by four. Some people
Mm.
smoke more. The baby was born normal. After they start smoking, convulsions, asthma. There's on my website, cigarettesmokingkills.com. There's a lot of different links where someone has linked nicotine and nerve damage. But the book is not about research and blaming people. It's not about blaming the tobacco company. It's about you being strong, you saying no, you having the courage to do something about it. In this society, we have become a pill popping society where we have, 10 years ago, there's a pill to help you think, there's a pill to help you lose weight, there's a pill to help your sex drive, there's a pill to do this, there's a pill to do that. What we want everything so fast. There's a pill to take away fat from your body, a pill to stop you from eating carbs. I mean, we have to learn how to get back and control our desires, to control our emotions. The book helps you go within. It helps you to get a grip back. It's not going to happen in a day. It can start with nicotine.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard other people using my book for weight, for alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
It's one step at a time of it, and that's
Yes.
basically it.
And so yes, and it's very, very important. And he does, list I think 100 of the chemicals, and he does describe specifically. We don't have time.
Hmm.
That would be a show in and of
Yeah.
itself. He describes how these toxins are harmful
Hmm.
to your body. And the most I guess there's several carcinogens and nicotine being addictive, and how nicotine itself, if we took nicotine in a high enough dose, it in and of itself could kill
Okay.
a human being. Well, we're wrapping up our third installment in our segment. Um, Again, my guest has been Joe, uh, and he has been the winner of the 2002 American Cancer Society's Great American Smokeout Award for his leadership in building a smoke-free environment in New York City. Joe Weaver's book is the Tao of Quitting Smoking. Yeah, if you may have seen him recently, he was at Barnes and Noble in the city discussing his book and the topic of smoking cessation. Um, it has been extremely very useful, valuable. I read the book. It is helping me in my weight control. I read it this week, and I think I lost a couple of pounds this week because I started thinking about, I like sweets, chocolates, chocolate chip cookies, cakes. Unfortunately, the bakery in my neighborhood hasn't had sugar-free chocolate chip cookie. It's a great bakery, by the way, the College Bakery in Cobble Hill, Brooklyn. But he hasn't had those, so I have the excuse to eat regular chocolate chip cookies. But I want to thank Joe so much for coming.
Thank you for
Thank you,
having me.
Joe. And get the book. It's very, 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 very good. If you are a smoker and you haven't had success, as Joe said, it's a holistic approach that is very, very useful. He's won the prestigious award from the American Cancer Society for his work. Well, I'm Beverly Copeland. Hope to see you next time.